Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the 8th episode of Sounan Desu. And last episode, we found a house, couldn't live in it, but we found metal in it, which you can make a knife out of, which is good. We found some fruit, I think, and as well as near the end, actual smoke coming from somewhere. We don't know exactly what the cause of it is, but it can only be good news, right? I guess it would be bad news if it started like a big forest fire or something, but we're on an island. I'm sure that'd be like we got plenty of water. Put it out. It'd be fine. So I'm really curious exactly what that's about. Hopefully, it's not a disappointment. So let's get into it and find out. 3, 2, 1, play. Okay, pretty sure we already saw this part. This should be right before they saw the smoke. Oasis found? Question mark. Well, no shocker there. But that is the important thing. You see smoke pretty much right on the beach, it looks like. That's an echo. For a second I thought that was them responding. But no, it was just an echo. Like, wow, they sound really similar to her. Took us a while to get here, but yeah. Did they already pack up and go somewhere? They swim? Or is that a hot spring? I think I see a hot spring. Okay. So, that's not the worst news ever. That means hot spring episode, so got my screenshot button ready. Must be. Yeah. Probably. We saw a house, so they probably came over here to bathe. Yeah, we don't need an analysis. We need to get in that water. Of course, even Shion's on board with this. Because they know what this means. We all know what this means. It only ever means one thing. Well, oh. I wasn't really expecting a hot spring episode with this show, but I will gladly take it. Not like the girls needed an excuse to take off their clothes, but it's good that they have a solid reason here. Very solid reason. As much as I like the opening, can we hurry back to the show itself, I gotta see how our inspection of the hot spring goes. And yeah, the clothes are already off. I should have known. We were wasting no time. I can respect that. Oof. So hopefully... Oh, what was I saying? I... Yeah, the island life isn't so bad, is it? I didn't think so either, but I think we're all pretty glad for it. I think we all needed this. The whole body, gotta get all those nicks and crannies. Discovering all sorts of things. Yeah, see if they float. Got one on your head. Whoa. What was I saying again? We definitely not mind having some citrus shenanigans here. You know what I mean? Yeah, let's live a little. That I took a bit of a downgrade there, but yes, we can. Yes, we can. You'll be outvoted anyway, so not the best part of this view, but it is nice. Always with the education. Yeah, I don't think it's quite the same. I think it's just part of her survival training. Okay, yeah, this stuff isn't exactly helpful practicality, so she probably wouldn't care about all that. Well then. Trust me, it is not going down. Oh. That could be a bit of a problem. I want to pay attention there. Oh. Stupid fruit. Blocking the best bits. But yeah, that's not how you want your hot spring adventure to end. But I guess it came to an end. Sure, whatever you just said, I'm sure was very important. Yeah, it was definitely a valuable experience, I would say. Definitely. Yeah, that's true. Jeez, man, just so much. I don't think we're gonna find anything better than the hot spring, but we could try. I'm not sure I like you giggling while holding the knife. We definitely need to come back here. Well, that was fun. If you want more meat, you gotta kill another animal, so. Oh, rope. That's definitely helpful. Yeah, is it possible? The thicker, the better. Also that, yeah. Just don't fall. It's very simple. I see, that's a good point. Gotta know how deep that water is. Okay, I wasted no time after we threw it. Just jump on in. I mean, she tested it, so it's all good. But she would never do anything unsafe. Yeah, I'm sure she'll find a way. She's pretty resourceful. Yeah, think back to your past training. Chimney. She always looks so excited in these. I'm not sure most children would be. Yes, think I've seen this before. Like, not in real life, in fiction. Okay, that's just rude. Yeah, I'm sure she can. Yeah, good job. Good job, Onishima. You are really invaluable to the team. I thought rain was a good thing. Isn't rain always a good thing when you're on an island? It's water. But I guess you still get wet, so... When you don't have the perfect shelter, I guess it's kind of not a great thing all the time. Well, maybe go back to the hot spring. And I guess fire would also be wet, so... I guess there are some problems with rain. That's a good point, and... Hasn't even been 5 minutes since we last took her clothes off, but doesn't stop her. Oh. Oh, that's pretty low. Wow. Floating up butt first. Oh well, we lost someone. They know what to do with they know what they're doing with the camera. But yeah, we got it. It's all good. Well, maybe we learned our lesson there. Don't go out in the storm. Yeah. Let's not worry them too much. That would be a good idea, but yeah. Why not? They're so afraid of the lightning. Ouch! Man, they just dived on her. And it's all cleared up right after the tackle. Yeah, she's a bit silly. She is not wrong. And it's the face of someone that doesn't learn. The same exact way as last time. She really doesn't learn. Have deja vu. It's exactly the same as last time. Yeah, there are jellyfish in there. You gotta be careful about those. Okay, let's pour the water on there. I feel like she gets her butt hurt a lot in this show. It's just me. Probably kiss and make it feel better. Yes, it is. Oh, you weren't referring to that. Never mind. And we just end off on that note. But seriously, Asuka, what are we gonna do with you? You know, here there actually was a pretty bad storm a couple weeks ago. The lightning was so ridiculous that every couple seconds, just like the whole sky was flashing with lights, as if somebody was turning on and off with the light switch up there in the sky. It was pretty crazy. They probably wouldn't have liked that either. And yeah, whoosh. That was fun. Got a little something on your head there. Huh. I assume we're just gonna talk about him, not that he's actually gonna show up on the island, right? That'd be pretty crazy, so I assume we're just gonna talk about him, get some more flashbacks, and we've kind of gotten that throughout the show, but I guess more in depth or something. But anyway, that was the 8th episode of Sounan Desu. And this episode was pretty good, I would say. Definitely a decent episode. So we had our answer about what that smoke was. It wasn't a campfire, as a lot of us probably imagined. It was steam from a hot spring. I wouldn't have guessed that, but they found it there, and they were pretty happy about that. Girls in anime tend to really like hot springs, you know, especially depending on the location. Like if there's and this is a pretty good location, I would say. It's considering there's not a lot of what's a good word for it? Attractions. There's not a lot of recreational activities you can do on a, strand, uninhabited island like that. So, if finding a hot spring so close to the sea, the beach, with a great view and all that, just yeah, pretty excited about that. I do like how we went to the opening and then came back and the clothes were just like already off. Like they took the time during the opening to take them all off so that by the time we got back they were all already situated in there, having a good time. And I do like how they didn't do any like steam censoring like a lot of hot spring episodes or bath scenes or whatever would do use steam, just like a big coating wall of steam. So whenever a show doesn't do that, I usually appreciate it. I mean, the only kind of convenient censoring this episode had was like the very end there when the wave happened and they had this the yuzu, the fruit, blocking the important bits, which I'll accept that. The fact since there really wasn't very much censoring at all in the entire scene, which I quite appreciated. Like I felt like I got to see most of their body, pretty much anything that they could get away with showing, they pretty much showed. So I quite enjoyed it, and more importantly, I just enjoyed them having fun, you know? They're on this island, it's a pretty bad situation, and they're struggling to survive, and yet they got such a nice luxury as a hot spring to just kind of relax and take a break, so I'm also pretty happy about that. I think we all should be pretty happy about that. But yeah, you even got a good view of the moon and stuff there, and I got a good view of the moon, you know? But you gotta love how she was talking about the moon and all that, and stars, and just Mutsu goes off like, oh my god, you like stars too? And I don't think she fully understood. It's not the same kind of enthusiasm or, you know, being a fan the way that she is. It's just one aspect of her survival training, you know, being able to know your position by the stars and stuff. But she just went off on this completely long spew about it, about all that stuff. It was pretty funny, and that's when we got hit by the wave. But it was fun while it lasted, you know. But, you know, can't stay in the hot spring forever, unfortunately. We got more surviving to do. Next big thing they did was get a rope. They had to jump down, well, Onishima had to jump down there to get the rope, and she had a nice little method of testing how deep the water is, because if the water's too shallow, you could really hurt yourself jumping into it like that, so she had this nice rock vine technique to check it, see if it was deep enough, and it was. And after she found out, she wasted no time just hopping on in. Everyone's like, oh my god, she can't believe she just did that. But, you know, she knows what she's doing. Obviously, you think they would have a bit more faith in her at this point in the show, but I guess not completely. And then we had some rain and some storming and lightning and thunder, and the girls weren't a big fan of any of it. They were scared of the thunder and lightning. The rain got everything wet, including them. Got wood wet and just not great when they don't really have the best shelter, which they haven't really improved their shelter situation in a while. So hopefully they can, you know, work on that at some point. But yeah, just Asuka was the most notable thing about that scene, because she thought it was a brilliant idea to run into the ocean during the storm, and she quickly learned why that was not a good idea, and just, you know, she took off her clothes, ran into the water, got a little bit shocky, then floated back up, butt first, of course. And then Onishima went into the water, picked her up, you know, like a sack of potatoes, walked back, making sure, again, the butt faces the camera, because it's very important to do so. And then after the storm ended, she did the same thing. The exact same scene happened. She took off the clothes, ran into the water, got shocky, and Onishima brought her back to the shore. So yeah, some people never learn. I don't know. If Asuka was by herself in the show, she would have been dead about 5 times over by now. I'm pretty sure. I mean, same with Shio. And I think Mutsu's the only one that would have lasted a noticeable longer time than Shio and Asuka. I think, yeah, because I think if you're trying to make a tier of who would have lasted the longest, aside from Onishima, of course, I think Mutsu would have lasted the longest. Shion and Asuka, I don't know who would have lasted longer between the two of them, but they neither would last very long by themselves. Or even together. They could have been together on this island, they still probably wouldn't have helped at all. But it's a good thing they're all together, basically. And just pouring water on the ouchie to make it better. Good Onishima. You know, this really does not feel like an anime about 4 classmates stuck on an island together. This feels like, you know, a mother on an island, stuck on an island with her 3 children that she has to take care of and make sure they don't get themselves killed doing something stupid. I mean, that's kind of what it feels like more than classmates. Just look at the show. Like, that's really what it is, honestly. Just every episode, a lot of episodes everyone's doing something silly. Whether it's Asuka or Shion or whatever. You know, Mutsu's not so bad, but Asuka especially does stupid things a lot. Anyway, that's all I really got to say on the episode. Next episode, we're going to get into Onishima's father, so not exactly sure what that entails. So, like, are we going to learn something important about him? Who knows? Like, I really don't think he's going to end up on the island, so it must just be a matter of flashbacks talking about him. I don't know why. I don't know what could be so important that we have to dedicate an episode to it, but yeah, I guess we'll find out. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.